Good morning, peeps. How are you? Today is Tuesday, March 4th. And got a whirlwind going outside. Literally, it is raining hard. The wind is going crazy. My dog, I gave her some CBD. So I'm waiting for it to kick in, but she seriously cannot handle the storms. I am sporting my Rush t-shirt. I just absolutely love this. And I woke up thinking, I love Rush. This concert in particular was awesome. The 40th year anniversary. Neil Peart, he was a heck of a drummer. Oh my gosh. And I don't know why I thought about him, so I had to look it up. He passed in January of 2020. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. But no, he just had a way, and I have a great beat. I can dance and everything, but as far as me playing, what is it? I'm not ambidextrous, because even the piano kind of, I don't know, I can't connect both sides at the same time, but he was a good drummer. And now my new favorite drummer is Tool's drummer, Danny Carey. Oh my gosh, he's amazing too. I mean, both of them could just do solos for hours and just be magnificent, really. But I wore this too because I wanted to show you. Remember I told you I was embroidering the other day? I love cutting up t-shirts, and a friend of mine embroiders hers. I still have to do the sleeves, but I love this kind of stuff. It's fun. I learned how to embroider in Girl Scouts in the 5th grade, so I need to get back into it. Which, see, I know for you guys that are learning who I am, Joyful Heart, aka Chris, my mind goes 90 to nothing. I've always got something going on in there. And they say you can't think of two things at once, but I don't know. Somehow I think I can manage it. But I was thinking about, what would you do if our entire grid collapsed? How would you handle the survival part of that? And that's why I think it's important for us to think in terms of that way. And I know for the younger generation, they've never really had to be exposed to that because nobody ever really talks about it. But they have great shows like Alone and Naked and Afraid. You know, I mean, truly surviving with nothing. And it's important to have crafts and hobbies that don't require electricity, like what I'm doing right now, which I absolutely love. And I was just praying and just thanking God. I am just so grateful for this. And I'm grateful for you guys too, because I just keep watching my numbers increase. And I'm loving it. I appreciate it. And I feel happy inside to be able to share with you different things. And I am an open book. I love all kinds of things. And I thank my parents for that. We just were surrounded by all kinds of different ideas, hobbies, places. We moved a lot because my dad was in the military. So that's a form of survival too, starting over, you know. But enough of that. I wanted to just read a little, start our little thing off with the little bowl bell. Today, March 4th, refuse to worry. In this world, there will always be something enticing you to worry. That is the nature of a fallen, fractured planet. Things are not always as they should be. So, if you fill your life with the divine spirit, she, they, angels, God, whoever you pray to. I don't want to divide anybody, because I believe in all of it too. All of it. It all starts with love, and I've mentioned that before. If you believe and are aware of their presence, it will fill your mind with light and peace, leaving no room for fear. Together, we can keep the wolves of worry at bay. So we can't worry. We take one day at a time. Maybe be prepared. Like I said, learn a survival skill. Something I personally want to learn, and I can't believe I hadn't even tried it yet. Now that I'm thinking about it, how you can start the friction fire. I think that's cool. I love rocks, and look at this one. This is definitely, I found this. It's definitely from a friction fire, and it went all the way through. I just think that's the coolest thing right there. I've got a few of them, but this one actually went all the way through. I would love to learn that. And my kids are hooked on Naked and Afraid. They love watching it, but I do learn stuff from every survival show I see. So don't worry. Just kind of be prepared. Take one day at a time and believe in the power of the divine. Okay, so with that, I've got my 5 stacks out today, and I did already shuffle. So let's just see what comes out of today. It's been kind of fun. Not really having a topic. Things come to my mind and I like to discuss it, and then we see where the cards take us. That's what's been the fun part of it. Nope, we want this one. And the whole thing with worry, I mean, that was today's thing in my little Jesus calling book, but worry is crippling, and it will stop you from finding your calling, or just helping you grow individually as a person, and maybe realizing that you need a new skill or a new hobby. You know, hobbies not only are good for your brain or your hands, it's fun to see what you can come up with. You never know what you're capable of until you try, right? Wow. This is interesting. I'm getting all new cards today. Wow. Okay. Here we go. All right, with the archangels. Archangel Jeremiah. Life review. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. That's a good one. You know, I've been reading a lot and hearing a lot about shadow work, and then you've got your ego deaths and all that, and it's painful to work through those and to figure out what you need to change and why things happened a certain way, but it's important. You have to work through the pain. You've got to choose your pain. You either stay stuck and miserable, or you put in the hard work and change something. Either way, it's hard and painful, but choose your pain. At least you know one will lead to a better outcome eventually. All right, and then we have Earth School for the Starseed cards. Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Oh, wow. Okay, do you all see a theme so far? Now we have Archangel Michael prayer. And he actually says prayer will help this situation. So, encouraging prayer. Something must be a struggle for someone somewhere. I can see this. Dear God and Archangel Michael. Is this too loud? It's kind of loud. I didn't notice it until this song. Hang on just a sec. There we go. Dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else to whom you pray, such as Jesus, or I ask for your divine intervention. And you can describe your situation. I welcome your help, and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. Okay, and then with our woodland wardens, we have the vulture. The vulture. Okay, now, asphodel. The flower is asphodel. I've never heard of that. Almost has a magnolia look to it, though. This is about upheaval. Okay. Upheaval. Kind of like a tower moment going on here. And then with the butterfly cards, we have grief work. Some serious changes going on here for somebody. That's like yesterday when I mentioned how the energy was very, very heavy. And then I just brought up like shadow work or ego deaths. You know, there are times in our lives that are dark. And we have to find the strength to not only pick ourselves up or whoever we need to help pick up and be strong. I mean, a lot of times you find strength that you didn't even know you had. It's almost like you've heard the stories of, say, someone was trapped under a car or something, you know, and the adrenaline of people can help lift that car so that person or whatever can come out from under it. It's the same thing spiritually. You just put everything you've got into it, and you can get out of it. I'm going to get some clarification on these. I'll be right back. Wow. Okay, first of all, I want to say I am grateful for all of you. I am joyful heart, and I generally am joyful heart. This is really dark though, and I apologize for that. It's just what happened. And so I feel like there's someone or many people out there going through something very difficult. And I just want to say you are loved. You will get through this. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it be friends, family, the divine being. You're not alone. Don't ever forget that. But I like good news, but I know bad news sometimes is part of life. It is part of life, and always. So with the life review, that's basically self-explanatory. Sometimes it takes courage to look at your life and to be honest with yourself and to determine where you went wrong. Now, the term wrong is not, it's kind of derogatory. Our souls go through good and bad. We're not just here to be perfect on earth. We're here to learn lessons, and mistakes, being wrong, are part of that learning process. Now, admitting that you made a mistake or were wrong, that's part of your growth. And generally, that releases when you're honest, when you're that honest that you can bypass your ego and accept the fact that you messed up and admit it. That clears your soul of that negative energy. Holding on to it is what eats you alive. Whether you like it or not. I mean, your pride's going to say, oh, you know, I wasn't wrong about that or that. But you know deep down you were. So who are you fibbing to, so to speak? Earth School. If you pulled this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. See? Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for growth. It's also encouraging learning, study, learn something new, challenge yourself. If you're having problems in a relationship, you know, like I said, learn where you went wrong and work on it. Go to counseling. There's nothing wrong with counseling. That's why it's around. Just learn new things. Learn how to adapt and overcome. The Vulture. This was kind of interesting. I did not know a lot of this stuff. Okay, this asphodel. Now, we all know about vultures. It's they are in regards to death. You know, we always see them eating the roadkill and all that. And they're just, it's kind of like crows, and they're just part of death, the ecosystem. But the flower, the asphodel, in Greek mythology, it was said to grow in the underworld. And to the Victorians, it was sent the tragic message, "My regrets follow you to the grave." Often what follows upheaval looks like ruin, and it's tempting to clear the rubble and start again. The vulture and the asphodel reminds us that there is value in what's been lost. Take time to grieve before you rebuild, and lest you harbor resentment. So yeah, take time before you grieve. Think about the situation. And again, you know, everything is about growth, learning, good and bad. The upright position is a trauma has occurred and you need time to grieve. Cleanse your wounds carefully before attempting to move on. So that's that with that. And then finally, the grief work. And it's basically the same. Changes that feel like a loss. Maybe you're called to be a grief counselor. Nothing wrong with that. Helping people get through it. And you know what else? Crying. A good cry does your soul good. I mean, sob. If you need to sob and get it out, oh my gosh, it feels so good. It's going to be okay. Heal your heart before you move on. Allow yourself to grieve. Again, I am so sorry that was heavy. But apparently, it needed to come out because it is what it is. The cards don't lie, and they're all connected for real today. So with that, peeps, peace be with you. Know you're loved. Joyful heart. Y'all like and subscribe. It helps me out because I love being here with you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. Namaste.